Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Hi, Yvette. Anybody on Facebook can hear me? For some reason, I'm not hearing myself. Welcome. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible? I am really super excited about today because, as you guys know, I've been traveling like a maniac, right? I've been traveling all over. I was in Istanbul, or I'm kind of being based in Istanbul right now. And then I traveled to Albania, and through Albania, I had a layover in Belgrade, Serbia. And it was all kind of happenstance, to be honest with you. I was on my way to a training in Istanbul, and as I was traveling, I went to go check in, and I checked in for my flight, and I got this notice that said, hey, listen, in order for you to transit through Turkey, you must have in order for you to get into Turkey, you must have another flight booked out of Turkey. And I had actually booked a one-way ticket because I wasn't really sure where I was going to go next or what I was going to do. So I was sitting in the car. I was sitting in the Via on the way to JFK, and I'm thinking, okay, so I need to get out of Turkey. I need a ticket to get out of Turkey. And, you know, there are a lot of great deals right now. You can buy a ticket, you can refund it 24 hours later. So all of the blogging sites were saying, hey, listen, you know, this is something you could probably do. So anyway, I completely, when I was checking, when I got that notice that, you know, one of the things that people are doing now is they're booking flights and then canceling them because you can do that within 24 hours. There was a little tag on the blog that said, hey, listen, these are the places that Americans can travel. So I went and I looked, and there was this list of places, like completely foreign places, that were never ones that I really thought of going to. And some of them were Serbia and Albania. And Albania and Serbia were less than $100 flights out of Istanbul. So I booked a flight to Tirana, which is where I am now, Tirana, Albania, via Serbia for a 22-hour layover. And it's been about a week, and I have had the most incredible, most inspiring trip, which I will share with you and with everybody in different forms. I'm writing some blog posts and all that kind of stuff. But I recognize that through all of these travels, I haven't been so consistent with these Monday morning meditation videos. And I hope that you will forgive me for the inconsistency, but I read an incredible quote that kind of summed it all up for me. And my new friend Lear here in Albania was reading me a part of this book that he's reading. And the quote goes, consistency is the playground of dull minds. So I just want to announce here that, yeah, that kind of sums it up. So sorry, not sorry for not being consistent, but guess what? I was having a beautiful day outside. I looked at the clock and I said, I have so much that I want to share with the world. I have so much I want to share with you guys. And it was 9 o'clock. And I said, let's jump on, let's play, let's talk about it. Let's dive into the week. Okay. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to ask what needs to be interpreted today. What do we need to focus on? And let's see what kind of messages we get. Okay. So the first thing that that's coming up is family. So we want to talk about family. We want to talk about war. Interesting. Energy of like fighting. So it also relates to your immune system. It feels like some of you are probably feeling run down. I've actually gotten a few texts from some clients and friends who've asked me to check in on if they have COVID or whatever. But I am getting, it's interesting that we got the message about war, because the immune system is about fighting. It's about fighting and it's about killing, right? So we actually need the immune system to do its job. And many of you are feeling run down or worn down. We've been through a lot this year, and especially in America in the last few months, definitely we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. And, the election was not easy. So now what's probably happening is you're probably coming to this time and space when all of a sudden things are catching up with you, right? We also have the planet Mars, which has been in retrograde for quite some time, actually. It's going direct at the end of this month, which, interestingly enough, of course, Mars is also the planet of war. But it doesn't mean just war in general. It means going after and getting what you want, right? It means the ability to have the energy to go after and get what you want. So this week, let's focus on how we go about getting what we want and knowing that we have the ability to be able to do that in the highest and best and easiest way. The other thing that came up was about family, right? So of course, the holidays are right around the corner. I don't know what that's going to look like with COVID. It looks like things will be a little bit different. People may not be having the same kind of gatherings they used to, but family and war, so confrontation, right? And remember that family is not necessarily what we grew up thinking family to be. Family can represent friends who are very, very dear to you, who are also family. And it can also represent an energy of community. So if you're a part of a community, all that kind of stuff. So we're looking at taking this energy of community and family and getting what you want. So let's ask ourselves, what do you need to receive in your life from your community and from your family that will nurture you and nourish you and make you the best that you can possibly be? What can you receive? Now, everybody's so afraid of receiving, right? Receiving. Receiving makes me selfish. Receiving makes me this. Receiving makes me that. But no, the act of receiving is exactly what we're meant to do here, right? Because as we receive, we also give. I'm not talking about the energy of taking. Taking has a limited vessel to it. It has a limited stops, right? Receiving, you receive something and then you put it back. So think about it. You're always receiving. You're receiving from everything. You're receiving from oxygen from the trees. You're receiving nourishment from your food. You're receiving support from the table. You're receiving. But so often we don't want to look at it as receiving because we've been programmed somewhere, probably by family actually, or religious beliefs, to think that receiving is bad. Okay, so would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to receive? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know that it's safe for you to receive and to receive from anything and everything and everywhere that you go, every person, place, and situation that you encounter? Would you like to know that? And any points of views or judgments or limitations that come up as a result of this conversation about receiving, any judgments, points of views, resistance that you have towards receiving, can we destroy and uncreate it? So what this does for us is it creates this opening, it creates this awareness, it creates this space that all of a sudden, everything that we interact with, we receive from. And guess what happens when we receive? We also gift, okay? So as you receive, you gift. Think about it. When was the last time that you gave somebody a present And they said, oh, no, 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 it's okay. Or when somebody takes you out to dinner and they want to pay, and they want to pay, and you go, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, please. How does that feel when you're on the other end of that? When you're on the other end of somebody saying, no, 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 please, 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 please let me, let me, let me. You want to share with them, and you want them to be able to receive from you. And so this energy of receiving is also a gift. So would you like to know what it feels like, and that you know how to, when to, where to see that receiving is also a gift? If you would like those, say yes. Now, let's go back to family. What are you unwilling? Listen carefully. What are you unwilling to receive from your family that if you were willing to receive it, might create an opening and a space for you to become a greater version of yourself? Okay? Again, what are you unwilling to receive from your family? Again, remember, family is community. It's very dear friends, whatever you identify family is. What is it you're unwilling to receive from your family that if you did, could contribute to a greater reality for you? Okay? Interesting point of view. Anything that brings up, would you like to destroy and uncreate it? So many of us have a hard time with receiving the things that our family wants to gift us, right? Because sometimes our family wants to gift us stress. Sometimes our family wants to gift us frustration and fear and anger and all of that. And so we go in, right? We constrict instead of expand. So what if you were willing to receive whatever it is they're giving you with the point of view and with the awareness that what you do with it could actually expand your awareness and create a deeper connection for you? So let me rephrase that. It's not about just a connection with family. It's not like, oh, I'm going to receive all this drama from them because it'll be nice and it'll make them feel good. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is if we're able to receive, how can we benefit from that? So there's this technique that I've been learning in Access Consciousness. It says, anybody judges you, anytime you receive judgment, imagine that they're depositing $5,000 into the bank. Every time somebody judges you, let me do that again. Every time somebody judges you, imagine that they're giving you $5,000 and putting it into your bank. And the flip side of that is every time you judge someone else, imagine that you're giving them 10,000. But let's focus on the receiving part. So we're all so unwilling to put ourselves in situations where we face conflict. Interesting that we're talking about that. So we put ourselves in these places where we're unwilling to receive conflict. We're unwilling to go against whatever that person says. And because we do, we're blocking off our flow of receiving. So we say, no, I don't want that from you. I don't want that from you. But what if we're able to receive it? And just like that image of like, okay, so I'm receiving it, I'm transforming it, and I'm actually going to use it to my advantage so I can gift it somewhere else. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Although many, many things that family wants to share with us that maybe feel guilty about receiving. Sometimes we need to go to our family to ask for money. Sometimes we need to ask for help. Sometimes we need to ask for things. And sometimes it comes with this feeling of, do I have to ask? Do I have to ask? Do I have to ask? If you're unwilling to ask, you're also unwilling to receive, okay? So would you like to know what it feels like and to know that it's safe for you to ask for what you need? Be open to receiving whatever is gifted you from your ask. If you would like to have that, say yes. That's a big one. That's a big one. So this week, let's think about what it is we want to ask for. Let's think about what it is we want to ask for and what can contribute to us to help us become the best version of ourselves. And so that energy, that Mars energy of conflict, of confrontation, of going after and getting something that we want in a aggressive way. I'd like to know how to use that energy to work for you instead of against you. If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to do that? We'd like to also know the Creator's highest definition and perspective and understanding of proactive spiritual communication. Yes. And would you like to know how to communicate your thoughts, feelings, and emotions without feeling like a doormat? If you'd like that, say yes. Great. Cool. So there are also going to be some interesting develops in science because of some really cool aspect with Uranus, the planet Uranus. Please, nobody jokes. I think there was a Pfizer vaccine announced today that was almost like 90% effective or something like that, which is really cool. So we're going to see a lot more of those really cool elements in the coming days, weeks. We're heading for the dawn, my friends. We're really, truly, truly heading to dawn. And I want to share an incredible awareness that I've learned recently. It's called phenomenons, okay? And phenomenons is a coin term created, downloaded by Gary Douglas and Dane Neer, the founders of Access Consciousness. And phenomenons is the ability to create that which is so far beyond this reality that it is considered a phenomenon, something that doesn't match anybody else's reality. So what phenomenons can you be right here and in this moment to radiate into the world all of your incredible, incredible beauty and in all of your incredible talent and your passions and everything you have to offer? So that's what we're going to focus on today in our meditation. Pure phenomenons, the phenomenons of you. So join me. Find yourself into your heart center. And focus in. And I want you to imagine that there is this beautiful ball of light in your heart. And the more you focus on that ball of light, the larger that ball of light gets. With every single breath, your ball of light expands further and further and further. As you witness your ball of light expand out past your physical body, imagine your ball of light traveling out through the room that you're in, through the city, the state, the country, and finally the continent. Imagine your ball of light expanding out into the waters, the oceans that surround the continent. And now imagine your expanded energy filling the entire globe, the entire earth. Feel the earth contributing to you and you contributing to the earth. And now let's imagine that our ball of light expands out past Earth into space. It expands past planets and galaxies in the Milky Way. And it expands out further and further and further to different layers of light, some light and some dark. And as our ball of light expands out past those different layers, we come to this beautiful beautiful golden light layer. And let's allow ourselves to expand out through the golden light layer, further and further and further to this beautiful jelly-like substance layer that feels almost like liquid. And as our ball of light travels through the jelly-like substance layer, it comes to a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. Allow yourself to emerge with the law of compassion. And as it does, witness your ball of light dissolving into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, this pearly-like essence layer. And as you do, you can feel this tingling sensation all over your body. Allow that energy to heal your body. And from this place, I'm going to ask for some downloads for us. All you have to do is say yes to receive them. What we're doing is we are downloading packets of energy, atoms and molecules of energy into our subconscious and into our energy body to create a different reality for us. So would you like to release yourself from these points of views and opinions that you have had about confrontation, being negative, being harmful, being hurtful and destroying? Would you like to remove those? If you'd like that, say yes. And then I'd like to offer you a download that you know the spiritual value of communication, that you know the conscious value of communication, and that if we replace confrontation with communication, we all of a sudden change the charge that we have with it. So would you like to know what it feels like and that you know the highest definition of communication? And I'm getting a message that it's time for you to put yourself out there, whatever that means to you. Perhaps you've been playing small because you were afraid of something. So would you like to know what it means and what it feels like for you to put yourself out there and to know that it's safe for you to put yourself out there? Would you like to know that people are waiting for you and people are looking forward to you being out there and people need you? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know that you are a gift to this world? You are a gift to every single person that comes into your experience and into your life. If you would like that, say yes. And would you like to know how to receive the gift of every single person that comes into your awareness? Every single person that comes into your awareness is contributing to you. The earth is contributing to you. The sky is contributing to you. So would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to be open to receiving the contributions all around you? Feels like you may be afraid of taking too much on and that you need to protect yourself. So would you like to be able to have discernment between what you do with that energy, how you recycle that energy, and how you share that energy with the world around you? If you'd like that, say yes. I'm also getting this message that you need to fix something, like something mechanical, like maybe a car or a bike or something, something that you may have been putting off on. Now is the time to fix it. After the 11th will be the time to fix whatever it is. Maybe you've been wanting to also buy a new computer or something like that. Perhaps there's something that around your house that also has needed fixing for a while that you have neglected. So how can you be a contribution to whatever that thing is? And how can it contribute to you if it's broken? So it's an equal gifting and receiving. So what we need to do is we need to gift the ability to be able to fix and repair those things so that they can gift back to us. So would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to take the initiative to get the things fixed that you need to fix in your life? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know how to communicate with your body? Many of you are beating yourself up over your body image lately. And what we want you to know is that you're perfect exactly the way you are. All you need to do is begin to communicate with your body. Your body is not separate from your head. So as you contribute with your body, ask your body what it wants. Body, what do you want to eat? Body, what do you want to drink? You may be surprised. You can even ask your body, what contribution can I give you that will make you feel happy and healthy and rejuvenated? And then allow the awareness to take you forward. Beautiful. So with all that energy, can we download you that it's safe to be creative, that it's safe to be fun, that it's safe to be playful, and that everything can get done in a divine time, no matter what. If you'd like that, say yes. And do I have your permission to ground your energy for you? And last but not least, would you like to know what it feels like to know how to receive unconditional love from the universe, that you are unconditional love, and that in being unconditional love, you can share that unconditional love with the world? If you would like that, say yes. Awesome. Now take your hands, rub them fast together. Faster, 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 faster. Put your hands over your eyes. Remember, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Now open your eyes and see your soul being filled up with this beautiful energy and this beautiful light we just created. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being a part of this journey. And I look forward to many, many, many more without consistency. There'll be a time and a space for consistency later, okay? Right now is not the time. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.